It is tactics time, ladies and gentlemen, and we've gone all green because today we are talking about GYR's incredible Hulk tactic. He loves his Marvel names, this guy. We've tested this tactic with Anderlecht. They went on to do a league and a cup double, which is pretty impressive. We also used West Ham with this in a test, and they finished inside the top 4 in the Premier League, and they also did go on to win the Europa Conference League as well. If we dive into the game, we've tested this with Manchester City. The man on the thumbnail is, of course, 𝘼𝗟𝗟𝗏 𝙗𝗪. He is the incredible Hulk in this year's game. Man City won everything, as you can kind of see here, as you would expect. All 5 trophies on offer, 96 points in the league, plus 77 in terms of that goal difference. And if we go on 𝘼𝗟𝗟𝗏 𝙗𝗪, he scored 75 goals and got 19 assists in 58 starts. That is just absolutely ludicrous from this man. And if we dive into the tactic, you can see here, this is the shape, guys. So we've got a flat back 4, 3 in central midfield, 1 in the central attacking midfield spot, and then 2 strikers, because I think 2 strikers works really well this year, and G seems to agree with me. So if we quick pick without restriction our best 11, you can see some of the goals in this team and some of the nice links that you can form in this particular formation. So 75 goals for 𝘼𝗟𝗟𝗏 𝙗𝗪, 32 for Julian Alvarez, 15 for Phil Foden as well, 15 for Cole Palmer, 13 for Jack Grealish. There's a lot of goals in this in this, by the way, so I would definitely recommend getting this bad boy into your saves. Before we dive into the breakdown, if you do like tactics on this channel, please hit that like button down below just to let us know that you are enjoying them. And also, I wouldn't be able to do this without the amazing GYR. His links are down below as well, so please do go and check him out. Twitter, Twitch, Discord, all of that good stuff. Let's dive in to the tactic breakdown. So in goal for Man City, of course, we have Ederson. In this particular instance, guys, he is a sweeper keeper on defensive duty with the additional instruction of tackle harder. So you know which ones are the additional ones when we break these down, guys. You've been around here long enough now, with the white cog and the red circle attached to it. And if you hit the edit button, you would select tackle harder, as you can see here. You know it's selected once it's got the green outline around the edge of it. So moving into the right back position, we have a wing back on attack. That is Kyle Walker in this particular instance. He also has the additional instruction of tackle harder. Now we have the 2 central defenders. They are both ball playing defenders on defensive duty with the additional instructions, guys, of dribble harder and dribble more, and tackle harder. Then moving into the left back spot again, to have that symmetry, it is another wing back on attack, again with tackle harder. So the full backs are the same, the 2 centre backs are the same. Moving into the middle of the 3 in midfield, we have Rodri here, of course. He is the deep line playmaker on defensive duty. He is a midfielder, a central midfielder, not a defensive midfielder in this instance. He has the additional instruction of tackle harder. Either side of him, we have 2 central midfielders on support duty. The central midfielder, highly customizable this year. That is the central midfielder on support, KDB and 𝘼𝗟𝗟𝗏 𝙗𝗪 in this. They have the additional instructions of shoot less often and tackle harder. Moving up the field, we have Phil Foden, of course. He is the attacking midfielder, and it is an attacking midfielder on attack duty. We move into channels and tackle harder on him. He already has get further forward as part of the attacking midfielder on attack. Then the 2 up front, Haaland, who's averaged an 8.2 throughout the course of the season, and Julian Alvarez, who has got a 7.38. They are both advanced forwards on attack duty with the additional instruction of tackle harder. Now, I will say, in terms of the tactical style, guys, once we move into this, it is a GYR Hulk style, but it really does not matter which one of these you pick. You can select Gegenpress, you can select clean slate. As long as you follow the instructions that I'm about to give you, it really doesn't matter. The mentality, of course, is positive, and in possession, this is how we're looking. We are a fairly wide attacking width. We are passing into space in terms of our approach play. Passing directness is slightly shorter and a slightly higher tempo. Low crosses into that final third, and the dribbling style, of course, we are running at that defense. In transition, guys, this is how we are looking. We are counter-pressing when possession has been lost. We are countering when possession has been won. We are distributing to both the centre-backs and the full-backs with that distribution type of course, rolling it out to make sure that we retain possession. Out of possession, this is how we're looking. A high press with that line of engagement and a higher defensive line. We are triggering that press much more often, and we are getting stuck in terms of our tackling style. If you are noticing that you are picking up several bookings with this, guys, please just untick this and hopefully that will save you getting some bookings. Obviously, I will give a massive shout out to the tactical familiarity. Don't plug this tactic in just for one game and hope for it to work really nicely. As as you can see, these links have been built up over the course of an entire season. So please, ideally, give it a full preseason before giving us your feedback. But we do appreciate your feedback down in that comment section. And if you do like tactics on FM23 and you want to see some more from the big man, check out this video or this playlist right here, which is all the tactics that GYR has released this game cycle.